Hey, hi, welcome to the series of automotive basic sessions. I'm Tota Krishna Hema, your automotive expert. So today we would like to deal about 5 why analysis. So 5 why analysis versus 3 leg 5 why analysis. These two are RCA techniques. Let us get into the details of this thing in further slides. What exactly is 5 why? 5 why is first of all, you have to write a problem statement which should be clear and in understandable language for all the team who are involved into this RCA determination. Okay, so the team which involves in this 5 why is cross-functional team. That means from different domains to be there in this team, and ask why the problem is occurred and write the answer for the first time. And if the answer is not the root cause RCA, then you have to ask why again and you have to write the new answer. And you have to repeat these steps till you get the exact root cause. Root cause may or may not take all the 5 times. So you may get the RCA within 2 Ys, within 3 Ys, within 4 Ys, or even 6 Ys also. You may take more than that also. So don't jump into conclusions, thinking early answers as root cause. So objective decision making is needed to conclude on root causes. So in addition with AT technique, like this is a efficient technique, and it should be if you are using it in a combination with the AT technique, it can be used for the industrial purpose RCA also. So this is a representation I made for this 5 why technique. First thing is the problem statement. You have to write it clear, crystal clear and understandable language. And then the second, the immediate answer you get is a direct cause. And then you will ask why again. So you will get a cause. Why again? You will get a cause. Why again? You will get a root cause. This is how it is. So what are the challenges in 5 why? So incorrect problem description. So sometimes while you're writing a problem description, like you may sound little different, like it's not understandable by the team who worked on it, kind of. Okay, and poor team participation. When you ask for a meeting to get into the 5 why analysis, like team will not be able to participate because of some other priority tasks. So that's how it is. Like if there are less number of team members, then the consistency or the effectiveness of the root cause will deteriorate or it will decrease. So lack of technical knowledge is the other thing, lack of management support is the other thing, and potential misidentified root cause. So as I said before, like before getting into the proper root cause in the previous phase or previous to previous phase only, we may think that as a exact root cause. That's how it is. Or and the next thing is like after identifying a root cause, you have to come up with a corrective action, right? So in that, if that corrective action is not implemented, then it is set like it is a challenge with the root cause. Okay, and if another thing is like if you faced this issue before and you have identified some root cause and you try to come up with an action item or the corrective action for it, you implemented that corrective action, but that root cause whatever you have conducted in the previous time, that might not be a proper root cause. So that also a challenge to the 5 why analysis. So how should be the problem statement? Problem statement should be clear and accurate. So define problem in customer view or in team's view. Like if the team which are participating, who are participating in that meeting, like if they are technical team, write it in technical terminology. If they are non-technical team, write it in non-technical terminology. Or if you are reporting this particular RCA, if you are documenting it for the organizational purpose, then it's a different thing. If you want to report this to the customer, then you have to write in terms of customer view in a user friendly language. Okay, do not add causes into problem statement. So here I gave an example. Customer received ABC part malfunctioning. So this is a correct problem statement, wherein the wrong problem statement is customer received this ABC part malfunctioning due to the damage in character. So I have included a cause in it, so why it has failed, which doesn't require at this moment. So you have to write straightforward problem statement. So what exactly this 3-leg 5 why? So five whys. Um, Here are 3 legs explained. So first thing is specific or non-conformance. So why did we get this problem? So it is very specific, straightforward. Like if there is any deviation in the engineering activities, so it is said to be like it is a specific to the that particular activity, and why exactly we got this problem. The second thing is detection. Detection is why did the problem reach the customer? That means it escaped from our reach. So our testing was not proper. Okay, our review activities were not proper, our inspection activities were not proper. Because of that reason it escaped to the customer. Okay, why this problem is not detected before? Okay, and the next thing is systematic. Why did our system allowed it to occur? So why our process is not proper to prevent it? First thing is like engineering activities. Okay, the second thing is review or testing or inspection activity. The third thing is prevention activity or the quality procedures or your process documents involved in it. What is specific problem or non-conformance? Why do we have specific non-conformance? It's like the specific problem is in general related with engineering aspects or the current scenario or the operation modes it deals with. So it is, if it is a problem with design, if it is a problem with operation, if it is a problem with dimensions of the product, if it is not fitting into the particular, for example, in case of aftermarket product, like if you want to install in the particular car, like that product dimension should suit that car environment, right? And the functionality of the overall product or the car exam other etc. Like incorrect assembly of hardware. So if you have to put a washer and you have to put a nut on top of it, like, but you forgot the washer, say. Okay, incorrect processing of signals or incorrect processing of any other supported any other things, like unsupported format files, product part design issue, machine stopped in the middle of the operation, excessive wear and tear of the spares, wrong parts used, poor trained operators. So these are all the examples of this specific problem uh, or non-conformance. So which can be controlled by the team who are working on it. So these are the samples, some more samples which I have given here. Because most of our viewers from software, like I gave a problem statement which is related to the software only. Engineer did not follow coding guidelines. The first why is why he did not understand the guidelines. The second why is he did not get trained enough to be a developer. So what is the corrective action? Train the developer. So the same problem statement, engineer did not follow coding guidelines. So if I ask why the engineer, so he will say like, coding guidelines are not available to refer. So that's when like the corrective action is make coding guidelines available in common repository or in his reach, or you share it with the developer. What about the second leg, detection? Detection is in if you see that, like, when exactly you detect a problem, when you review it, when you test it, when you inspect it. So this is the phase. Okay, why the problem reached the customer. So why it has escaped from our reach. So why did we not detected this problem earlier? How did we fail to control it? Okay. The root cause is related to the review system or the inspection system or the testing system. Okay. And then some of the examples are released without full cycle testing. Even the change impacts the whole product. Skipped one gate review or any of the gate reviews, or wrong calibrations done. These are all some examples which can be controlled by the team who are working on it. So these are some problem statements. No inspection or review process in place. So for example, like we don't have a proper review checklist. Okay, then the team will face some difficulty in inspecting. They may miss out some of the review check. Okay, if they have a proper review checklist, they will do it. Problem statement 2. Defect occurred during shipping. So if you did not pack it proper, then this is how it is. Like you have to review the packing process, packaging process, shipping process also. Okay, and problem statement 3. Sample size is not adequate. Like 10% sample is needed, but wherein like we have taken 5% sample. This I just enlarged this, like 10% sample is an exam is just for reference. Problem statement 4 is measurement device is not calibrated before usage. So this one, like when I worked with medical devices, so this calibration plays very important role. So if some device not calibrated, for example, a simple BP sphygmomanometer, okay, so that one is not calibrated proper. So if you put it into your hand, BP machine is put into your hand, and if you try to measure it, if it is showing a wrong reading, and it is showing up, it is shooting up, it is showing like it has shooted up your BP, then the doctor or you will take a medication for the high BP, but actually you don't have high BP, you have a normal thing. So it may lead to death uh, of the patient. So this calibration is so important in terms of medical devices, and even in cars also it is so important. Because see, if your fuel, simple example is like if your fuel monitoring thing, like it is showing like the tank is completely empty even if it is full. So you feel like okay, it is like it is some you have to reach, you feel like you have to reach a fuel station. But in case of like what about the other way, if even if your tank is empty, it is showing a full tank fuel, okay, you may end up stopping it in between a highway, and you may end up in a so in other worse conditions as well. So that's how it is. So what about third leg? It is systematic. Systematic is why did our system allow to occur this problem? Why did the chance exist to occur this problem? Where was this weakness? This root cause is related to the quality system or the process or whatever we are following or management system. So examples are: rework is not considered during process design. Inadequate quality planning, that means APQP, advanced product quality planning, in terms of audits, in terms of control plan, in terms of PFMA or PFMEA, or lack of effective preventive maintenance system. So if I read all these contents, what did you understand? So this is about prevention. This is about quality of your quality assurance activities to be proper way, to be in a consistent. It has to address everything. We have to try to bring in all the scenarios into picture while you are planning the while you are doing quality planning. Okay, can be controlled by support groups, not by the team who are working on it, like management. So by management commitment. Okay, quality team by writing procedures, guidelines and all. Third one is purchasing a wrong material, okay, and purchasing a wrong spare which we have to assemble it to the, means like supplier, getting it from the supplier. And engineering, so this is not about the final engineering or in the team who are working on it. So it is like the team who are leading it. Examples for detection problem RCA is a particular failure mode is not considered in PFMA, process not covering a particular work, new process improvement led to new failures in the product. So team marked wrong severity levels to tickets identified. This is maintenance tickets. What I want to say is defects not categorized with respect to the priorities or severities. This is about bugs. Okay. FEMA is more generic. It is not process specific. A quick summary. So what all the steps it involves? Step 1 is you have to write down the problem statement or the problem description in a clear and accurate way without including a cause into it. Step 2 is conduct 5i or 3 leg 5i, whatever is applicable at your scenario. Okay. Step 3 is about corrective action. So after identifying a root cause, you have to come up with an action plan, right? So how to fix it? How to make it not to no means like why, how to fix that kind of. Okay. Step 4 is like lessons learned. You have to capture lessons learned within organization, within your organization, or within the manufacturing plant, or across organization, or across manufacturing plants. Okay. Supplier level, customer level, or you have to track. These are the 4 steps which involved in the 5i or 3 leg 5i RCA techniques. So this is how the topic is. If you like this concept, click on the like button. If you want for the more automotive topics, subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much for your time.